I can get one of the mods to drop MilkBarTV's YouTube channel in the chat, and this is the link for the video that I just dropped. That would be fantastic. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see it in here. Let's get to it.
Okay. The other lie, and you already said you can't provide evidence, is that Tree of Logic was paid. I 100% think that she's paid. There's no way. But if I say that I think something is paid, that is at my discretion. I can say I cannot present.
Let me go back. Because this going.
Okay. The other lie, and you already said you can't provide evidence, is that Tree of Logic was paid. I 100% think that she's paid. There's no way. By the way, if I say that I think something is paid, that is at my discretion. I can say I cannot present to you a fact, and you can't present to me not a fact. Okay, so we're both. I'm speculating.
He said you can't. I can't present to you a fact. You can't present to me not a fact. Limitless. Is this your leader? Limitless. Are you still here? Is this your leader? Do you hear how she speaks? Is this your leader? Yo, 10 points if you can name the movie that came from.
Paid. I 100% think that she's paid. There's no way. By the way, if I say that I think something is paid, that is at my discretion. I can say I cannot present to you a fact, and you can't present to me not a fact. Okay.
You can't. I cannot present to you a fact, and you can't present to me not a fact. Y'all look at Dave Rubin. Shifts his look at her like, what did you just say? Yeah, Candace. I don't have to discredit you, girl. You do that by yourself. Is this your leader, Limitless? Oh my God.
So we're both. I'm speculating, and you're saying it's not true. You saying it's not true could be a lie.
Okay, well,
I didn't say it wasn't true. You can't prove it's not true, and I can't prove it's true.
Okay, you are admitting that.
So why make the argument? You know, because Limitless, no one has to discredit Candace Owens. She does that by herself. You can't make this up. What is the point of having an intellectual debate if you're not going to present any proof to show that what you're saying is factually correct? See, facts and evidence and the law does not care about your feelings. Just because you're saying the sky is purple and that's the truth does not make it truth. That's not how that works. She's literally saying, I can say something, as opposed to her saying it is my opinion. She's saying I can say something you can't prove is true, and I can't prove that it's not true. What do you mean? Then why are you saying it? Unless you're saying that this is just my opinion. Why debate something like that? That's a mundane concept. Is this your leader, Limitless?
It's on you. It's on you. You made the claim. It's on
I think you're admitting you speculated. So. So it's very
weird that Richard Spencer jumped into this so early, and that this person made this video, which was a complete lie.
Just
saying that. And by the way, you're not talking about.
Do y'all see what's going on here? The Candace Owens playbook. Make a bold claim, because reasons. When challenged for proof, 1, appeal to personal freedom. 2, shift the burden of proof off you. 3, just asking questions. 4, deflect. Limitless, are you keeping up? This is your dear leader's MO. This is how she operates. This is her line of thinking. That line of thinking Kanye West said that he likes because he's a non-reader of books.
Any of the lies you told in that video, it's amazing to me.
Candace,
you're so held bound to truth and saying I'm a liar, but you're not talking about any of the lies.
But she's saying someone else lied. Well, she just said, you can't prove to me facts. Just like I can't prove to you non-facts. What's a non-fact?
Why she Candace, first of all, do you think I'm coming out the documentary every week?
First of all, Candace, it is completely on you if you make a claim about someone, especially something that someone was paid under the table to make a video about you. It is completely on you to provide evidence for that.
Okay,
claim.
I think that's fair. You are admitting you are speculating on this. You don't have evidence of it. Okay, I think that's a fair point. I think she's admitting.
Yeah, move goalposts. Just completely blame the other person for not producing evidence on something that you made a point about. When Candace, you didn't even have to open your mouth. I don't think anyone cares about your opinion at this point. We just want facts, and you're not producing it. And you need that thing called documentation or evidence. word that Limitless can't define either. You would think you would just take time to Google the word evidence, limitless. It's a Google search. It's that simple. I think most of the terms you're using, you're probably not able to define yourself, such as discredit. That's another word you should define. We don't play those silly games here, hon.
She's speculating on it. So the burden of proof is on you. It's not on her to prove it the other way. I think that's fair. I think we're basically all agree.
Yeah, so far it's like you called her a crackhead. You've said that she was paid by someone. It's like, these are just lies, and you can say that you're.
But she has told about why. If these YouTubers are really the gatekeepers of truth, why aren't they assessing the lies that this woman told? She said I was listening to a site in 3 weeks. She says she doesn't think that's true. She spent time, 40 minutes to be precise, talking about all of my untruths, cherry picking every single thing that I have said about the person. But the person, you're defending her. You're up here defending her. So we cannot not talk about it. If all you're going to do is sit here.
What? You hear this woman saying, "Stop screaming, stop screaming." Candace, you've been doing this since you were a teenager, girl. Overly confrontational, and why? You think this is a game, and it's not. That's the problem. You think all of this is showboating. You do this for views. You do this to put on a show. While you still refuse to read an indictment, you showboat and weaponize Charlie Kirk's death for everyone else's viewing pleasure, I guess. Or just, the sycophants on your channel that refuses to define terms. It is pathetic for you to make a claim such as Brigitte Macron was born a man, and you have no scientific evidence to prove it, and you would need the blood of the First Lady to prove it. That's why she asked for it. You're just not privy enough to get it. You're not entitled to that. And all you do is yell and overtalk. Yeah, shout out to Milk Bar. Next time, buddy, put in there overtalk and shout as more of her, playbook. That's how she operates. Let me just overtalk someone, or speed talk, or slur my speech a little bit, and then yell because tantrum little girl right here throwing a fit like she's in the candy out. I really want to have an interview with her cousin.
If all you're going to do is sit here and defend this person, then we need to talk about the fact that this person has told lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. But you don't care about any of those lies. You're focused on me.
As a lie. Do y'all hear this? She's like a 5-year-old. Is this your leader, Limitless? Is this your cult leader? Because I just hear a little girl throwing a tantrum and yelling and screaming while she sat in an apartment for 6 months and didn't pay rent.
About why, if these YouTubers are really the gatekeepers of truth, why aren't they assessing the lies that this woman told? She said I was listening to a site in 3 weeks. She says she doesn't think that's true. She spent time, 40 minutes to be precise, talking about all of my untruths, cherry picking every single thing that I have said about the person. But the person, you're defending her. You're up here defending her. So we cannot not talk about it. If all you're going to do is sit here, and defend this person, then we need to talk about the fact that this person has told lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. But you don't care about any of those lies. You're focused on me.
She's literally just over talking this girl. Lie, blah, 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 blah. That's not how you win a debate, girl. And that's what she's doing. This is like a game for her. Let me just talk fast, loud, and keep going so that I can win this argument. And you got people who actually believe that she's intelligent, but she won't read the indictment.
Why? Because I'm new. I'll tell you why. Because I'm new. Because you're new. Yeah, this is all envy, dude. This is YouTube high school drama, dude.
Candace, it's very easy to say, oh, it's because they're jealous of you. When in reality, it's much less about...
Yeah, play the victim. She does that. And yell and scream and shout. Yeah, those need to be added on.
Of logic and what she did or did not say. I didn't watch the full video. I'm sure she did say things that are incorrect, but doesn't mean some of it wasn't correct. It's much more about the fact that you're willing to tell lies about people in the wake of this happening. The fact that you said that she was paid by someone.
I didn't make a video about her trying to take down.
Just let her finish.
No, you just posted to your Patreon supporters that she was paid to make a video about you. That's a lie. It's a lie.
All right, fair enough. And well, we don't know it's a lie, but you are admitting we are admitting that it's speculation. There is no proof of it. Okay,
guys. It wasn't I think. Yeah. It wasn't I'm speculating. It was
Dave Rubin. You got to do better than this, bro. I don't understand what you thought was being accomplished in this. So Tree Logic, we went over an interview Milk Bar had with Tree Logic, and she was doxxed by Candace from this stupid website, whatever she created, that was nothing more than a way for people to be doxxed, because that's what Candace does. You know, and cyber crimes is also a concept she doesn't understand either. So she doxed Tree Logic. She doxed her, which is a cyber crime. And this woman was a former police officer. She had death threats issued against her from 2 inmates that were released from prison. And Candace Owens puts out this woman's information because that woman's relative sent it over and wanted Candace Owens to post it up, as opposed to Candace Owens just doing some research to figure out whether or not she should be doxing in the first place and why this stupid website was a complete violation of law. She accuses Tree Logic of being paid to make a video against her when everything that she said in the video was actually accurate and proven true. And as opposed to Dave Rubin doing his homework to try to determine what could be and could not be debunked, even if he's going to do something like this, considering that you're dealing with Candace Owens, who knows nothing and does not read herself, you know, he allows this thing to go on. And this girl is telling her, can you stop yelling? Stop yelling. Stop yelling. She just overtalks her. And then she said, oh, she's paid to something. You can't say someone was paid to do a video where you had them doxxed and they're now having to run for their life because she had 2 people wanting to take her life. Literally. And you want to get mad because she did a video talking about that? This is how delusional Candace is. You want to stay in some alternate reality, Candace, where you think that you're #1 podcaster on earth? Whatever. But when you start getting hit with lawsuits, stop crying about it. Stop playing the victim. Go to court like a grown woman. And good luck defending yourself. Good luck to that. If you have evidence, present it. Crying all over social media obviously is not doing you any good. And what it really does is build up a better case against you, because everything you say and do can and will be used against you in the court of law. Just like videos like this to show your character. Candace, you're not very smart, girl. You're just not.
Why do you feel the need to always point out in videos, on streams, I should say, on a stream, on a phone call, via right now sitting down, your focus has been me. Why aren't you focusing on her?
Across from me, Candace.
Exactly.
Game over.
You can just sit across from me, Candace.